The fundamental reason why many of us are employees today is our schools have taught us in many ways that how important it's to have a job. This also could be one of the reasons why we fall into debt after leaving school. Hey there, welcome back. You're with me on Be a Moon, Not a Star. If we track the life of an average educated person, the financial script often goes like this. We go to school, get graduate, find a job, and soon have some money to spend. We can now afford to rent an apartment, buy electronics, clothing, and splurge on some furniture and of course a car. Soon the bills begin to come in. For everyone, there comes a moment when we fall in love and get married. Life after marriage is beautiful for a while because two can live as cheaply as one with only one rent to pay. We can afford to set a few dollars aside to get our dream house. We find a house, pull our money out of savings, and use it for a down payment. Now, besides owning the house of our dream, we do owe mortgages. Life is wonderful. We throw a party to have all our friends over to see our new house. We are already deeply in debt and become trapped by the need for job security. That's why we often say we can't afford to quit. We have bills to pay. By now, you should have a question: how to get rid of this rat race and achieve financial independence or financial freedom? Well, in this book, author Robert Kiyosaki talks about the 4 different quadrants: E, S, B, and I. E stands for employees, S stands for self-employed, B stands for business, and I stands for investors. And always remember that not all the quadrants are equal. Each quadrant is designed to meet the different needs. But the 2 quadrants on the right side, B and I, are the primary paths that lead toward financial independence. Let's now talk about the core differences between each quadrant. Number 1, E, employees. An employee has a job. That's where most of the population generates their income. We give our time, energy, and skill to our employer in exchange for a paycheck and benefits. In other words, we trade our time for money. As we become aged, we stop working, and so our income does. A person who needs job security will most likely prefer the E quadrant. From janitor to the president of the companies, everyone belongs to this E quadrant. And the saddest part is, we are even insisting our kids to join the same rat race to find a secure job by scoring good grades in schools and colleges. Besides that, we are often warned it's not important how much money we make, but about how much money we can invest with pre-tax dollars. That is what the people in the E quadrant can't do. We work for money and pay the most in taxes. Well, when we are short of salary, we will automatically look for a high-paying job, thinking to have a better life. And sadly, we are now in an expensive rat race. The second quadrant, yes, self-employed. A person who needs to do things on their own is often found in the S quadrant, the quadrant of the self-employed, where many of the professionals such as doctors, attorneys, accountants, and other technical consultants are found. Many self-employed people make good money. But as employees, if they are happen to stop working, their income stops too. For instance, let's take a look at a typical dentist. A dentist spends years in school learning to become a self-contained system. Years ago, I remember visiting my dentist when I got a sudden toothache. He fixed my tooth, I paid and went home. I'm happy about his great work and service. Then I told all my friends about him. In most cases, the dentist can do the entire job by himself as self-employed. But the problem is, if he goes on a vacation for too long, do you think he could make money? Of course not. That leads to the next quadrant. Number 3, B, business. The people in the B quadrant own a system and lead people. We call them business owners. For an example, one of my neighbors owns a plumbing business. He has skilled plumbers, administrators, and a manager working for his business. All these people work hard for my neighbor to generate income. Even if he goes on a vacation, he can still make money, as the system he created working for him without need for him to work. The wealthiest individuals in the world are typically business owners. These include Bill Gates of Microsoft, Jeff Bezos of Amazon, Elon Musk of Tesla, and so forth. Number 4, I, investors. The I quadrant is the playground of the rich. Regardless of which quadrant people make their money from, if they wish to be rich someday, they would eventually land in the I quadrant, where money gets converted to wealth. Investors multiply money with money. They don't have to work because they have their money working for them. The I quadrant is the only quadrant for working less, earning more, and paying less in taxes. I can see you thinking, what is the takeaway from this video? Well, we are in the information era, and working hard for one job all life is an old idea. Instead of just being in one quadrant, we need to be very familiar with all the 4 quadrants: E, S, B, and I. Furthermore, the B and I quadrants require a particular knowledge about money called financial intelligence. Financial intelligence determines not how much money we make, but how much money we keep and how hard that money works for us. There are multiple paths to financial independence, but most successful people were ultimately led to the right side of the quadrant, B and I. Therefore, if you want to get rid of the rat race and want to achieve financial independence or financial freedom, then you have to start investing your time into learning the skills that are required to make a move to the right side of the quadrant. Let's make that happen. I wish you good luck with your financial journey. We'll see you there in another video 2 weeks from now. Until then, I'm Prakash, signing off.